So I live off-grid in this house I've built over there for about £15,000, but people seem to be under the impression that because you want to live in a field off-grid, you can't have any modern conveniences. This 10 kilowatt array of solar panels and a 3 metre deep hand-dug well mean I have 0 monthly bills to utility companies. The only thing I have to buy is 1 or 2 of these a year, so maybe £100 a year on gas for cooking, and maybe the odd bit of coal for the log burner, which does the central heating and hot water. So far, I'm still working through the scrap wood from the build, and I've got about 4 ton of logs ready to go. This is the question a few times, how you can do it, but a lot of people don't understand why you would do it. They seem to think that living off grid, you have to live some sort of completely back to nature life, only catching what you eat, growing what you eat, that sort of thing, where that's just not the case. But yeah, have full gas and electric cooker, 7.5 kilowatt power shower, fridge, and a freezer. And there's the old shed out the back here, which I've turned into a bit of a laundry room too now. And then we've got the Starlink that lives out the back here that gives us super fast internet, which is, believe it or not, like better than any other internet I've ever had in my life, even at a proper house in a town. A whole load of other stuff for running the farm itself. All in all, not really missing any of the modern conveniences that people may imagine you might miss if you live in a scenario like this, in the middle of nowhere, in a field or in a forest or whatever. It's all doable. It's just being able to have the know-how or the funds to get it done. Now, I have developed the system we've got now over quite a few years, so 4 or 5 years now, almost 6 years. And we've gone from like a couple of batteries, 2 solar panels, built it up to a system which we could operate some farm equipment from, etc, etc. Then added more to it, so it could run a house, could run a bit more farm equipment. Very much a scalable thing. You can pick and choose the level of comfort you want when you're moving off grid. Most people would probably choose the level of comfort that I've got, so you can have all the modern conveniences. Even a hot tub sometimes we can run on our system. Obviously you can just start out with a caravan, bottled water, little camping stove with the little tiny gas bottles, showers from a bucket. It really all does depend on the sort of level of stuff you've already accumulated, or the amount of money you've got to spend on things initially, or the business, which I always tell people you need to have when you're doing this sort of thing to be able to fund your way along, basically. Because if you've got that business that's bringing in income, you can afford to grow as the business grows, so to speak, like I did, and basically afford to get better things as you go along, which is timed well with the house going in. Basically got to the level of where I could put the good infrastructure in at the same time as got permission, so worked out perfectly for me. So I hope that shed a bit of light on sort of the capabilities of what you can do if you want to live off grid. I say you can pretty much have a house that's the same as a house on a housing estate if you wanted to, as believe it or not, there's quite a large majority of houses in this country that aren't actually connected to the gas system. So LPG is real commonplace for all household appliances, central heating, etc. You can do absolutely anything you want off the grid now, thanks to the invention of the lithium-ion battery and stuff. This means you don't have to have a whole room full to be able to power your house for a day or two. And also the price of all that sort of stuff coming down massively over the last 10 years, because now it's sort of within reach of most people with a small loan or asset finance or something like that, and doable for everyone now pretty much, rather than before it was going to cost you, well, my uncle's system that he put in like 15 years ago cost him more than my system now, and he's got about a third of the capacity that I have. As always, if you've got any comments or questions, drop them in the comment box below, and don't forget to give me a like and a follow if you've watched this video all the way through and you've not already done so. Till next time then, bye bye.